Order. Question number 11, Dr Kennedy Graham.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Minister for Climate Change Issues. Is he concerned by the continued increasing trend in atmospheric CO2 levels that recently breached 400 parts per million at Mauna Loa?
Honourable Tim Grosser.
Yes, and that is why I'm concerned about the glacial pace of negotiations internationally towards a global solution to the problem.
Supplementary
question, Dr Kennedy Graham.
Why is New Zealand, with what the OECD has described as its advanced ETS whose price signals need strengthening, the only country that made a binding commitment in the first Kyoto period and has not made a second commitment?
Honourable Tim Grosser.
Mr Speaker, there are actually nearly 100 countries that have no unilateral target, no conditional target, no statement about whether they will even put in policies, and they account for 22.2% of emissions, which is 100 times the level of New Zealand emissions. I think that's where the problem lies.
Supplementary question, Dr Kennedy Graham.
Does the Minister agree that the problem actually lies in his inability to recognise and acknowledge that the Framework Convention makes a distinction between the countries he just identified as not having been required to have legal obligations and those that have, and that he is trying to get out of the group of those that have?
Honourable Tim Grosser.
And that is precisely the crux of the problem. When Kyoto deals with only 14% of emissions, leaving 86% of emissions outside, we will never have progress. The entire focus internationally should be on a global agreement.
Supplementary
question, Dr Kennedy Graham.
In determining New Zealand's commitment, presumably sometime this year, will the Minister reconcile his supplementary answer in question 6 today that, quote, we are aligning ourselves with world prices, unquote, with today's indicative carbon spot price of 57 cents for CERs and 5 cents for ERUs?
Honourable
Mr Speaker, absolutely. The world price is what it is, and it reflects the fact that not sufficient countries are doing enough in this space, and the Eurozone is responsible for most of the carbon price and is in the middle of a deep recession.
Question number 12, Louise Upston.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Minister